What is going on? eSIMstudios live stream, special edition, Friday night. Got nothing else to do, so I thought, you know what? Let's go live, right? We're gonna rock out for a little while. See what's going on with everybody. Just settling in for the night, getting ready for this cold weather. Let me make sure the stream is coming through good. Turn this down. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Yo, what's going on, man? I need to turn it down. I need to turn it down a little bit here. I got an all new setup, so I got screens everywhere. Maybe I need to move this over here so you're not looking at the side of my face. There we go. A little better. You turn this down. Testing. Does that sound good? No. Hang on 1 second. Damn cat. No, can't. Hang on. Over there. Chill. Sorry about. Does it sound all right? I have 2 different earbuds in, so I'm trying to hang on. This one's to the computer. Why is it super loud? All right, I think we're good, right? All right, so I wanted to. My wife, my daughter, they're a little under the weather, so they're normally I'd be spending time with them right now, but they're sleeping, and I was like, I've gotten all my stuff for the day, so I was like, well, I haven't live streamed in a while, so I was gonna see how everybody's doing. I'm gonna have a chat with y'all. How about that? I don't even have anything to talk about, really. Just gonna see how everybody's doing. It's been a little while. What I wanted to maybe discuss is where y'all at with phones, phone wise. Like, are y'all excited about any new phones? How are y'all feeling about OnePlus? That one video I did in regards to OnePlus going under, selling my phone. I've been catching a lot of flack for some reason, but I don't really. It's just a phone, right? I had some people like, no, you can't sell your phone. Why are you selling your phone? It's just a phone. Like, I get excited about these things too, all this technology stuff, but it's just a phone, right? So my fear with the OnePlus 15 is that I think what I think is going to happen is I think they're going to keep their commitments as far as the yearly updates, the software updates. Here's the thing. I think they're going to fall back on monthly updates. Now, maybe I'm wrong. And if they did continue to do monthly updates, would I keep my phone? Maybe, right? And maybe I should. Maybe I'm making the wrong decision. I don't know. Kind of wanted to pick your brain and see where everybody's at. I've read, y'all know I read all the comments. Some are split, right? Some are going to keep their phone. I've had a couple of people say they literally just ordered one and it's getting in. I guess it would already be in by now. One said they're going to return it. One said they're going to keep it. I don't know. It's up to everybody. It's a fantastic phone. But I just ordered the Motorola Signature and I cannot wait. I stayed up till like 4 in the morning last night to watch the Motorola Signature launch in India. I think their time it was probably 2 or 3 in the afternoon. It was like 4 in the morning for me. So I stayed up and watched that. I think it's a fabulous phone. I think reading between the tea leaves, reading between what they're putting out, I think Motorola's only doing 7 years of updates, and I think they're only doing monthly updates for their signature phone. But take it for what you will. I'm going to give them another chance. So I guess technically I am replacing the OnePlus 15 with the Motorola Signature. Is it the smartest thing to do? Maybe not, but I want to give Motorola another shot. I've had a OnePlus phone. I think I've had a lot of OnePlus phones. So it's been, my wife and I were talking, it's been, I think 10 years since I've had a Motorola phone. Kind of excited that they're back on the Motorola, that they're back at making good devices. Not saying they haven't, because you all know you can get a free Motorola phone in the carriers, right? AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, they all have free Motorola phones, but they never update those. Why even bother getting one, right? But this is a whole new class, right? This is a signature phone. So I'm very excited. It's you know what it is? You know what I was thinking last night? It's basically a Pixel with a Snapdragon CPU. That's what it is. All right, it's basically as Pixel software, stock Android. Of course, you have some stuff mixed there, but it looks like a fantastic device. I think it's everything a Pixel should have been, quite frankly. In India, Motorola, yeah, I know. So the one that they have here, so check it out. So if you're interested in getting a Motorola Signature in the United States, kind of shit out of luck, right? So when I was watching the release of the Moto Signature last night, or I guess early this morning, at the end they reveal the price. Yeah, and it was like rupees. It was I think the base was like 50. Yeah, what are you saying? Almost 55,000 rupees. And if you do the calculations, I was like, how many 55,000 rupees equals how many US dollars? And watch this. It's like 600 US dollars. I did the math last night, and now it's changed slightly because of the dollar to rupee ratio. And I was like, hold up, $600. I paid $1,287 for this phone. Double. $1,287 US dollars. I was like, holy shit. Can't get them here. So you got to order, either you got to go through eBay, or you have to order it through an online retailer. So what they're doing is basically buying the phone and flipping it for double. Now, why are they not selling it here in the United States? I think for one, and I think Motorola is smart. Right? I don't want to be a stubborn American and be like, why don't we have, because I've seen that online, like, why don't we have the very best phones? We're actually pretty limited in what phones we can get. It is what it is, right? You're looking at iPhone, you're looking at Samsung, looking at OnePlus, which might go away. Even nothing is kind of, and I used to be big on nothing, but cooled off since then. Look, the tariffs are a big deal, and Motorola doesn't have a strong foothold in the US market when it comes to I'm talking top of the line flagship phones. Nobody knows what a Motorola signature is. It just wouldn't sell well, honestly, here in America. So I think they're doing just fine, I think, outside of America. But I did the calculation and I was like, holy crap, that's cheap. I tried to order one online, and as soon as I put on the Motorola website, as soon as I put in my address, it won't go through. So it is what it is. I mean, we can't really, of course you can buy our phones, you can buy Vivo, you can buy all that stuff. If you're in America, you're just going to pay premium, right? It's these online retailers, Gizmodo, all those online retailers, and that's what they do. They buy phones for retail price in India, and they flip them, and they just throw on a few hundred extra dollars on top, and they're making the profit. So it's not a bad business model if you can get into it. Yeah, you know what? It's funny you say that. When I was younger, I used to get that all the time. I haven't heard that since today. I haven't heard that in about probably 12 years, but I used to get it all the time when I was younger. I used to get that all the time. Woody Harrelson. Okay. Let me hang on one second. Let me pull up. I'm gonna see if I have Google Photos pulled up. I really don't have much topics to talk about tonight. Like I was saying, my wife and my daughter are a little under the weather, and they're sleeping right now. So I'm like, I was bored out of my mind. It's like, what the hell? I was gonna pull up some Google. We don't need to do that. Google Photos and show you what I basically look the same, just without the gray hair. But yeah. So what is your if you're buying a new phone, it would be Oppo X9 Pro. See, that's what I thought about too. I was like, damn, should I get, because Oppo's not going anywhere. If OnePlus fizzles out, Oppo is definitely going to absorb what's left of it, right? And that's the thing. So look, is OnePlus technically dead? No, but I think they will be. And then if you really look behind the numbers, I did those 2 videos I put out, I did a lot of research, I did a lot of work looking at the data, really looking at that article, digging in what their facts were. Some of it was not truthful, but some of it was off a little bit. But let's put it this way, no matter which way you look at the numbers, they're not great. Now, I can definitely see OnePlus exiting the US market because they have to pay a hefty tariff to send their phones to the United States. It's just not, I run a business, it's just not, at some point, it's just not feasible, right? And I think that's what Oppo is going to come down to in the next year or two. They're going to give up on a lot of stuff. If you go look at their Dallas operations, they were located in Dallas. Their headquarters are gone. I even tried to call, they're not there. Their UK offices are gone. I called, they're not there. I've done some stuff behind the scenes where I've tried to reach out, and it seems pretty abysmal. And it's just a downward spiral, and I just don't see how much longer they're going to be able to make it, quite honestly. It sucks, but it is a tough game. And that's why when Carl Pei came out with nothing, I was really hoping they would survive. I was all in. I've had every nothing phone up until this nothing phone 3 just because it's so ugly and overpriced. I was like, once I saw that, I was like, I'm out. Sorry, I'm out. That's why I said they're on thin ice. Nothing. And I know they've put out social media statements saying they're I think the fastest growing in their segment, but in the UK, not in the world. So, and their cheaper phones are very profitable for them. However, they're going to increase their 3A and 3A Pro are going to increase by $75 and $100 next year. So the prices are shooting way up, and your profit margins are so thin. And if you make one wrong move, it can really damage you. If you make 2 wrong moves, especially 2 in a row, that can kill you. So I think nothing has to be very careful with how they operate. Can't put out another. I bet they didn't sell hardly any phone 3s, right? So their phones become too expensive on US market. Yeah, that's right. So the importer pays the tariff. Yeah. So it was interesting. Y'all know I bought this OnePlus 15. I didn't get it from OnePlus. I bought it on eBay, right? I bought it from India. I've gotten a number of phones from India. Now the person I bought it from said, you're not going to have to pay a tariff. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm not going to have to pay a tariff? And he was like, no, that's on us, the shipper. But he says, he didn't tell me like exactly how he did it. But he says basically, I don't think they claim it's a phone on paper. You know how if you have to classify stuff, like I sent all of y'all that one something. I think I shipped a couple cases to India. I think I shipped something to Canada. I even shipped something to the Netherlands, not this time, but last time. You have to claim what it is, right? So I think they claim it's I don't know, a phone part or battery, something that's like $100 instead of $1,000. And look, I think they do run the risk of customs opening it up and be like, wait a second, this isn't a battery, this is a phone. I think they do run the risk of that happening, but I think they just do it anyways, right? Because they make so much, they keep so much money not having to pay these high. So I'm sure you have to pay a smaller number if it's a battery or phone accessory that you claim is $100 instead of $1,000 phone. I think that's what they do. The Motorola signature that I've got said no tariffs on the buyer. I'm like, what? Okay, so yeah, you can play with the manifest, and I'm sure, look, I'm sure they'll give you a couple slaps on the wrist, all right? Like when I was younger, I imported, I'm not gonna say what I imported, but there's ways to get around it. You get a slap on the wrist, you get something in the mail. They're like, don't do that again. And I'm like, don't worry, I won't. And then I turn right back around and do it again, right? Because they go through a gazillion pieces of mail a day. What are the chances of that? What the hell happened? My new setup. Anyways. Yeah. So I'm excited to get that in. The Motorola signature, apparently it has a really good it's like it got gold standard on DxMO mark. Am I saying that right? DxMO mark. It's like number 6 camera phone in the world, I believe. Beat out Pixel 10 Pro XL. Beat out, I think the only phones above it, I think, is the couple Vivo phones, a couple like an Honor phone. So it's got fantastic cameras, got brand new Sony sensors in there, so I'm really excited to see that. Anyways, there was something else. Let's see here. And I don't know how excited I'm excited for the S26 Ultra, but I'm not, right? I don't know if that makes sense. Like, Tech Odyssey review the Sony Xperia 10. What is that? The 13? VIII? No, V is 5. Whatever. Sony exited the US market, so we imported it. Kind of a boring phone. I've never, ever liked or wanted a Sony phone. 7. Damn it. Is that a 7 or 8? Because the V is a 5, right? And then the 3 I's are 1s? So that'd be an 8. Or am I missing something? Whatever. I've never wanted a Sony phone. I just never appealed to me. I hear people that have used them love them. I've just never used one. I've just never wanted them. Oh, you meant 2 eyes? Okay. I was like, damn. I was like, I need glasses. What are your thoughts about the OnePlus fiasco that happened a couple days ago? I just joined your stream, so if you talked about it, I'm sorry to rewind if I have to. No, it's all good. I don't have any topics. So we're just shooting from the hip. So I just finished talking about that, but it wasn't a long explanation. And I'll make it quick. So I basically said I did a lot of research for those 2 videos that I did. And if you look at the initial report that Android Headlines put out, some of the numbers were off, right? But like I said, I do run an online business. I look at numbers all day as far as profit margins, revenue, all sorts of stuff. And from what I can tell, from what they were pointing out, the article is true. Like, I don't see how they can survive maybe 2 years. Like, so much has been canceled. So many of their employees have been let go. I think they've fired 71 or 78% of their staff. They're running on a skeleton crew. They canceled 2 upcoming phones. Their sales have dropped off 20%. And again, in the only market that's keeping them afloat is India, right? Now, are they being dismantled, right? Because that was the title of the article. Are they being dismantled? That may be a little stretch, but are they on life support? 100%. Are they going to make it? Are they going to be here? Are they going to be releasing phones in another 2 years? Maybe, right? See what I'm saying? Like, are they being dismantled? Maybe not, but I know Oppo, the parent company, is looking at those numbers and they're shaking their head like, I don't know how much longer. Because the last thing Oppo wants to do, a parent company, is just pour money into something, pour money into a project when it's not returning any profits. Like, they're losing money operating. So at some point, they're gonna have to pull the plug. See what I'm saying? So I don't see it. But here's what we don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be if this is gonna be their last phone. We don't know, right? I don't know, is the OnePlus 16 going to be their last phone? Is Oppo going to say, and or BBK, are they going to say, we've seen enough, right? Because like I was saying, it's the phone game is very, very hard, especially in the United States market. If you're in the carrier, good luck, right? That's why nothing. They're based in London, right? Now, could they only operate in India? Sure. Could they restructure stuff? Sure. And they're probably thinking about doing that if they've not already thought of doing that in the past, right? Like restructuring the business or only selling in India. It's possible. And or China, right? And they might do that. They might just say, hey, we're going to close down they might have to, because with tariffs, with the cost of RAM, all the memory prices going up, they were operating off of a zero profit from Oppo. Oppo was letting them operate with a zero profit for the last 2 years, and the sales still fell off a cliff. which means they're probably losing money. So it does not look good. And was that article false? No, it was not false. But what it did give you is shock value. I don't know why my freaking camera keeps on going off. What it does give you is shock value, and I think that's what they were out for, because they're not telling us anything new, right? But that's shockwaves through the tech world in this week. So it is what it is. I was probably better off getting an Oppo, right? The Oppo Find X9 Pro. That's a phone I really wanted to get and try because it has that new MediaTek, what is it, 9400. I really like MediaTek CPUs. I just don't get a chance to use them a lot. And the cameras are like some of the best in the world. And it basically looks the same as this, right? So that's probably the one to get. That's probably what I should have gotten. But OnePlus, I have a long history with them. So I felt I've never had an Oppo phone, although it's priced about the same. Oppo market is lower in India. Now, do you mean the yeah, for sure. Do you mean the Oppo market? You mean the price for them is lower in India, or you mean the demand for them is lower? Because you're in India, right? Did you watch the Motorola signature launch? What was it? About 18 hours ago? Because I stayed up to like 4 a.m. to watch that thing. Apple, Samsung, Google, pretty much the only phones here in the US. It sucks. It sucks. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I wish I could, you know, I wish a lot of phones, because it's easy. It's easy. And those of y'all can't, well, I'm sure you probably know how the US market works. 93% of smartphone sales upgrades are through a carrier. They divide that $1,000 cost over 2 or 3 years, and you pay $30 a month on top of what you pay for your cell phone bill. So it's easy, right? If you're gonna pay $60 a month for T-Mobile, what's $90 a month? Plus you get a brand new phone, and they give you trade-in deals. It makes it pretty easy. Again, 9 out of 10 people here in the United States do that, but it's only a select few, right? Samsung, cheap Motorola phones, Apple, and Pixel, right? And even that's kind of scarce right now. We buy all of ours from, I stopped buying from the carriers a couple years ago. I take that back. I think I got this iPhone from the carrier, from T-Mobile, but I never use it. So like, what the hell? And it was free anyways, right? I was free with a trade-in. So I was like, oh, what the hell? I just wish, and look, you can always buy it with a credit card, right? You can always buy a Oppo with a credit card, pay $30 a month, but you know, it's up to you if you want to do that. Have monthly payments. The 9500 MediaTek chipset rocks, no heating issues, rocks, stable frame rates on games. You know what I want to try? And I've been thinking about, getting an S26 Plus. Now I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get the Ultra. That's not even a question. But I'm thinking about getting an S26 Plus as well. Did you hear about that one that blew up on fire? That blew up, the 25 Plus. Anyways, because it's using the new Samsung Exynos 2600. I desperately want to try that out, see what it's like. I've heard it's fantastic. Now, you know, we're all a little skeptical because I think everybody's used an Exynos CPU and they all suck. So it's kind of like, I want to believe them, but I kind of want to test it out for my. But here's the catch. It's using an Exynos modem. Maybe spotty, definitely not as good as the Snapdragon modems, Qualcomm modems. So it'll be interesting to see how well that does. I know it's going to perform well, but I mean, like, as far as network wise, right? Getting a signal, how strong that signal is, how good your download speeds are, upload speeds are. Apparently it's really good CPU. That's what I've been hearing. All S26 and S26 Pluses are going to be using the Exynos 2600. All Ultras are going to be using the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Gen 5. Here in the US, in your last OnePlus was the 7 Pro. Decided to get the OnePlus 15 and was surprised to find an IR blaster. Been missing that feature from Samsung devices. Me too. I just got a new TV and I just forgot. Right? Because US, when did we ever get an IR blaster? Never, right? And you're right. I just realized, wait a second, I can use this as a remote. I need to set, I haven't even done that yet. I forgot it was on here. And it's on the back too, which is cool. It's not up top, it's on the back. So you can just use it like regular, right? So you don't have to like point it at your TV like this. I should probably do that. I value 2-year-old flagships at half price. Great bang. It's probably the best idea, right? My dumbass over here is buying double for Motorola signatures when they first come out, but whatever. The last blow-up device was the Note 7. Yeah, and Samsung admitted guilt and are paying the people for their medical bills, for their house, for everything. So I'm surprised to see Samsung come out. But look, that happens with, if you really do the research, that's not uncommon. Now, it's uncommon for it to happen on a lot of phones, but OnePlus had a phone blow up. What phone was that? Maybe a year ago. Was it the OnePlus 12 or I can't remember. But you can find it out there. And look, it's just they make millions of phones. One out of a few million phones. It's gonna happen. It's just like with the Note 7 though. When it starts becoming 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, when it becomes 100, 200 phones, that's a problem, right? So, and they were using a Samsung charger, Samsung cable. All right, I've read a couple articles on it. The fire department did an investigation and found, yeah, that phone did blow up. They sued. Well, I guess they brought a lawsuit for. I think they threatened to bring a lawsuit for, but Samsung just said we're going to pay for everything, and just I don't think their house burned down, but I think one of their rooms kind of got smoke inhalation, all that stuff. Yeah, that's why I'm excited. The Pixel 11. That's why I'm excited about the Motorola Signature. It's basically what a Pixel should have been. I'm a huge Pixel fan. I will always be. I'm gonna buy the Pixel 11 even if it sucks. And you can call me a dumbass. Probably am. I love Pixel. My wife is a lifelong Pixel user. My daughter's a lifelong Pixel user. I'm a lifelong Pixel user. But I think this Motorola Signature, something special about it. It's a Pixel with a Snapdragon CPU. It's what a Pixel should have been, right? It's got all the power. The Pixel, it looks the same. Well, not looks the same. I'm talking about the operating system. Stock Android, and the cameras are badass. I moved from a Pixel 10 due to a lot of bug issues in my experience. I still use it for pictures and don't laugh when I have an Apple phone. It's a 16. Look, I got an iPhone 17 Pro. I think it sucks. I don't use it, so it is what it is, right? I mean, it doesn't suck. I take that back. I'm just saying, I just don't like iOS, right? I mean, I like the hardware. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. I just don't use it, right? I take that back. Actually, what I use this for is my case reviews. So I'll probably use this for my last 10 case reviews. So I actually use it while I'm for this channel, but I don't use it like off the channel, meaning like when I'm hanging around the house or running errands. It's always an Android phone, but I do use this to record video with, but I can live without it, but I force myself to use it. Motorola, it looks like a really good deal now. Yes, now their Achilles heel is the updates, right? Nobody's gonna take them serious if they don't update their phones. You can make the most badass phone in the history of the world, but if you don't update it, what's the point, right? Like, what's the point? There's so many. I just saw 2 more reports on what were they? I forgot the names of them. 2 more reports of security issues, meaning like people hacking into your phone. I'm not taking any chances. If I get this Motorola phone and like 2 or 3 months go by and they have not sent me an update, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell it. It's not worth it. Like, security is in shame. If they don't, and I will blast the Motorola. I will blast them and curse them, because in 2026, you can't be doing that. Like, how do you take yourself serious if you're not going to update your phones? And I get it. Like, well, no, I don't even get it, because even on the cheap stuff, right, the phones you get for free, there's still no excuse not to send updates to those things. That's just being flat out lazy. Flat out lazy. Motorola's got plenty of money to pay developers to update these phones. Yeah, I know. Ooh, that new Motorola phone, silicon carbon battery. Yeah, I know. It's as more time goes on, I'm wondering how many more Samsung phone, how many more Galaxy phones, flagship devices are we going to go through with no silicon carbon batteries? Because after having the OnePlus 15, you can tell a big difference, right? It's a big difference. If you have not used a silicon carbon battery yet, it'll change your world. I'm telling you. Like, you don't know what you're missing. I missed a comment here that I was going to read. Would you recommend buying the OnePlus 15 today, or is it no longer worth it? That's the question of the day. I would say it depends. I'll put it this way. I'm not going to tell you not to buy it. Now, we just don't know where their future's going. Are they going to update their phones? They've said that they are. But what my worry comes to is the monthly updates, right? Because Motorola updated their phones every year, but they wouldn't send monthly updates. And the monthly updates are just as important as the software updates. They just are, right? That's where the security comes once a month, every 30 days. Yo, what the hell is going on with my camera? Hang on a second. This is really pissing me off. I got a new setup. And for whatever reason, it keeps on disconnecting. Hang on one second. I might cut out. Like what the hell? I'm using my S25 Ultra as a webcam. I don't know. I would certainly tell you don't buy one. Like, if you want to get one, get one. Like, it's a really, really nice phone. Like, it's certainly enjoyable. It's just, for me, security is like at the very top of the list. One of the top things that I worry about. Who wants to be hacked? Now, the chances of you being hacked, a regular person, are very, very slim. But it does happen, right? I'm going to do a story. I'm going to do a video next week about these 2 new tools that the US government has for spying on people like you and me. And I don't want anybody spying on me. And they are spying. Trust me, they are spying. So, like, security is it's like the very top of the list for me. That's what I was saying. Motorola doesn't update this phone, I'm going to get rid of it. My whole thing with OnePlus is the monthly updates. Are they going to continue for 6 months and then kind of just fizzle out? Now, I don't keep my phones for over a year. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess nobody knows. I don't have the answer. I don't think anybody does, really. I don't know. OnePlus is one of the best, not quality, and so on. Huh. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, 1 to 2 year flagship is probably the way to go. We're coming to like a plateau. What time is it? Probably get a few more minutes. Let's see here. Pixel 11. Don't get me started with the Pixel 11. I've not been happy with the Tensor chipset. I thought it was going to improve with the TSMC manufactured chipset. It got worse. It got worse. I went back and looked at my old videos. My Pixel 8, yeah, Pixel 8 Pro gets better benchmark numbers than my Pixel 10. I don't know what they're doing. That's the other thing. They make such a good phone. What are y'all doing? I mean, like, it's kind of embarrassing. I know. Oh, I'm not going to get into it. I always get, people always come at me for saying benchmarks are not the only thing. I get that. But it still doesn't look good. It's embarrassing. Ugh. See, I had a lot of bugs. You moved from a Pixel 10 Pro due to a lot of bug issues in my experience. Were you in the beta program, or were you on the stable build? I had a ton of bugs on my Pixel 9 Pro XL. It was in the beta program all year. It was badass device till like the last 2 or 3 months, and it was so buggy I couldn't even use it. And that's why on the Pixel 10 that I got, running stable. I upgraded it to beta just to benchmark it for that video last week, and then I rolled it back to stable build. I got a bad taste in my mouth from that beta version, and I don't know. But it'd be interesting to see if you were on beta or the stable build. Yes. Silicon carbon. I love Samsung device. Samsung DeX, Samsung One UI. It's very nice. It is. And I'll always have a Samsung phone. I'm always gonna have a few. I'm always gonna have a Pixel with me. Always gonna have a Samsung. And what else? Those two I'll always have with me. I looked at my OnePlus and I was like, will I always have a OnePlus phone? I don't know. I would love to say that about Motorola, honestly. But we'll see. iOS is looking good, but not for developers. Yeah, everybody talks about them having issues with iOS. I don't have any issues. Maybe I don't use mine enough, but I don't see where all these I don't see where everybody's complaining about these bugs with iOS. I mean, Samsung rules the OS department. Good luck, stability, never crashes. Yeah, they spend a lot of money in development. I just wish they would stop copying Apple, right? Like, I just wish they would go their own route. All they do is copy Apple, and it really bothers me, because they could be, and they are, on top of the Android game as far as when you talk about flagships. The S25 Ultra, S26 Ultra is always going to be like, when you think of flagship Android phones, that's like the first phone you think about. So they're always going to be at the top. I just wish they would stop copying Apple. It bugs the hell out of me. Like, just go do your own thing. God, it's like everybody in the freaking, it's like everybody in the Samsung executive office is just, I had a brain fart. It's like everybody in the same executive office. It's like everybody. It's like with these YouTubers. Even some of these Android channels, they all use iPhone. And look, now I got one, but I hate to use it. But like, it's like everybody at Samsung is using iPhone. It's like just stop, do your own thing. You have something good going. Just please stop copying Apple. What's up, my guy? I'll keep notifications on for lives and future videos. I have to go. It was really nice talking to you. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, please subscribe. We do giveaways all the time. I don't think I did one this week, but we do giveaways. Oh yeah, I had an animal fiasco this whole week, so I've been in and out of the studio. But we do giveaways. I think I see a lot of people here that have won stuff, right? So stick around. We do giveaways. We do live streams. Just try to make something different, right? I don't want to be your average tech channel. I want to do something different, something that they don't do. So that's what I'm trying to do. Motorola Slim. They're very slim. Very slim phones. IQ 15. I've never had an IQ phone ever. I want one, just never had one. Also want one of the Red Magic phones. Never had one. Always want one. Never had one. What's going on, man? I like the OnePlus UI, not original OS 6, but in gaming, I think IQ 15 better than OnePlus 15. Interesting. Okay, appreciate it. I will see you, I don't know, tomorrow, the next day. We'll do another live. Yeah, I probably need to get out of here too. It's 10:30 my time. I think I need to go check on the family. They're a little under the weather, so I'm playing caregiver today because everybody's sick. So a little under the weather too, but they're worse than I am. But I was kind of bored, so what the hell? Let's go live. But I appreciate the time. Let me think. So upcoming video. Oh, speaking of S26 Ultra, I got cases. Tongate, never heard of them before, but they said, hey, can we send you cases? And I was like, sure, send them over. Here's the address. And I got case reviews already for. Oh, Rinky reached out. Spigen didn't reach out. Thinborn reached out. I know I'm gonna do Thinborn. A number of companies reached out and said, hey, you're gonna be getting an S26 Ultra. And I said, hell yeah, I'm getting an S26 Ultra. So, well, can we send cases? I said, please. So I got my little stack of cases over here ready to go. Now, February 25th is the pre-order date, so we're about 4 weeks away. And then March 11th is when you can go into a store and go grab one, like a Best Buy or something. And that's when Samsung officially going to have them for sale. I'll probably get, I have a white S25 Ultra, and I think I'm going to get the white one again. Kind of boring. The blue one, I don't know. It's kind of girly. I may go with black. Definitely not purple. Probably go with black or white again. The Motorola signature is black, so I might go with black this time. I kind of flip-flop with colors and stuff, but we will be getting one. And stay tuned. Stories coming up. I have TikTok. Do any of y'all use TikTok? So I'm going to do a story on TikTok privacy now that they're owned by a new entity starting today. Has anybody opened the TikTok app? You get slapped with this new privacy policy in terms of service. People are freaking out because now they're really watching you, and you have to agree to it. There's no, it's you know, it's dumb. It's like I accept all, reject all. You know, when you go to some websites and they ask for your permission, I always hit reject all. I'm like, no. Guess what? TikTok, it's an accept or nothing. And if you read the privacy policy, I'm doing some research for a video, and it's pretty revealing what all they're tracking now. Now that the U.S. government has taken control of TikTok, they're looking at everything you do online. Everything. My wife went ahead and already uninstalled the app. My daughter, we're trying to get her to uninstall it, but so I'm gonna have to go behind the scenes and switch up some stuff in her phone so they can't track as much stuff in regards to her. But they're invading our privacy right under our noses. So, yeah. What time is it in India right now? Always makes live in this time. What time is it in India? Hang on, let me use my Google. What time is it in Delhi? Are you in Mumbai or Delhi? 10:02 a.m. Man, that's early for you. That's like getting the day started. So it's 10:30 p.m. here. So it's like almost 12 hours. 12-hour difference. So, okay. Well, it's 10:30. I think I need to roll. I'm going to go check on the family. Appreciate the time. Thank you for wasting some time with me. I really do appreciate it. I was getting bored, so if all else fails, just go live and talk. So appreciate it. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and take care. If y'all got any questions or need to hit me up for anything, or For anything whatsoever, my email address should be down below in the description box. And I have my, I think my social media, which I'm not on that. I'm not a big social media. I'll post and then I'll get off. I'll post and then I'll get off. But if you need to get a hold of me, just main email. So appreciate it, guys. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Take care. Oh, is anybody in the, real quick? Is anybody in the southeast? You're not supposed to get like 17 degrees here, which is ungodly cold. So may not be able to up. Our last time it got down to, I think it was in 2021. We had that deep freeze here in Texas where it got down to like 4 degrees. All the power froze. I mean, everything just iced up. I think we were out of power for like 72 hours. I think it's not supposed to get that cold, but it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. And then all that rain is supposed to freeze because I think it's getting down to like 17, which is freaking cold here in South Texas. Like just freezing when it hits 32 degrees, people complain like crazy. And you're gonna drop, and then it's supposed to be -5 on the wind chill. So I may or may not see how this weekend. I may not have power, but we'll see. If I do have power, we'll definitely go live and have some fun because everybody's gonna be freezed in. So we'll see how that goes. But everybody stay safe, stay off the road, stay home, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next day or so. Peace.